What's going on, y'all? Another day, another build guide. But before we get into the build guide, do your boy a favor, go ahead and smash that like button. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe because I do upload videos on the regular. But let's get into this build guide real quick. First, we got Furious Charge. Increase the knockback distance of shoulder bash by 8%. Next, we got Percussion. Increase the knockback distance of kinetic burst by 32%. Now, I'm going to get to those percentages in a minute, the 8% and the 32%. I know you're probably wondering why they're so far apart. I'm going to get into that here in a second. Next, we got War Machine. Eliminations reduce all cooldowns by 30%. Next, we got Castle Forge. Reduce cooldown on kinetic burst by 1%. As you can see, I'm getting that cooldown in there as well as the knockups. Next, we have Siege Shield. Probably one of the most underrated cards in her kit. Reduce the cooldown of Siege Shield by 1 second for each enemy hit with kinetic burst. So, for each enemy you hit with kinetic burst, you're going to get a second taken off the cooldown of your Siege Shield, which makes you more viable. You can stay in the fight a whole lot longer. Now, let's get back to those percentages real quick. You're probably asking yourself, why you only got 8% on shoulder bash, but 32% on kinetic burst? I'm going to tell you why. It's a matter of play style. Now, you can fiddle with the numbers if you would like, but this caters to my play style. I do not use shoulder bash primarily. I barely use it to be offensive. I usually use it to get out of sticky situations. Now, with that being said, let's go ahead and get to her legendary card, and it's going to make a little bit more sense once we get to her legendary card. As you can see, I have Battering Ram. Now let's read it real quick. You gain CC immunity. Now, for those who don't know what CC immunity is, CC simply means crowd control, so people cannot stun or slow you. So you gain CC immunity and 90% damage reduction while channeling shoulder bash. Okay, so you're pretty much unkillable while channeling shoulder bash. So this is why when you go back to the loadout real quick, why on Furious Charge I only have it at 8%, because I'm not really using it offensively anyway. Now, of course, I got some clips lined up for y'all so you can see this build in full effect. You can see it shine for yourself. So let's go ahead and get straight into it.
You can hate me now. I won't stop, but I won't stop now. Can't stop, cause I can't stop now. You can hate me.
The enemy team's on the capture point. I pop my shield, start laying rounds down on Willow. I get the kill on Willow. I turn to my left. I see Mako and Ash. I hit her with a shoulder bash. I follow it up with a kinetic burst, and they both fly off the map. Both tanks out of the game just like that. Nothing they can do about it. Here I'm in a 2v1 situation. Eevee and the Willow. The Eevee starts to retreat. Me and Willow going back and forth, back and forth. She hits me with a straight right hand. I got to pop shoulder bash to get away from her. You can see how much distance I could put between me and her. She can't follow up. She can't do anything. In fact, moments later, I'm able to come back and help get the kill on the same Willow that was just pressuring us moments ago. Here the Ash gets a little too close, and boom, she's out of the game just like that. Boom, tank going. The next scene, I'm playing a little aggressive. Makoa grabs me up. I kinetic burst him. I'm able to retreat behind my team, get around back to the payload. I see the Willow. I pop my shield, and I'm able to put pressure on the Willow, keeping her away from the payload. Once again, I see Willow slipping. Boom, she's out of there. When is Willow gonna learn? She can't come back. She tried. Nothing she can do. Here, 1v1 with the Eevee. She runs up. Kinetic burst. I line her up for the shoulder bash, and boom, just like that, she's out of there. She didn't even see it coming. Here she thinks she caught me slipping. Me and her going back and forth. She hitting me, I'm hitting her. I got something for her. Kinetic burst, she's off the map, and she's dead. Now in this next scene, I'm not going to say anything. I want y'all to pay attention to the cooldown reductions I'm getting as the battle progresses.
Come on, let's fight.
And boom, just like that, their whole team is either dead or they retreated, and I was able to stay in the battle because my kinetic burst, which fed directly into the cooldown reduction of my Siege Shield, making me more tanky, making me able to stay in the battle that much longer. I appreciate y'all rocking out with your boy. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to drop a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.
Flag of victory.